let's see how the paranga does. I have resisted making this video for a long time because, I guess to be honest with you, I simply wasn't into it. The machete. The machete is probably the most recommended tool. Whenever I do anything we're working the forest or clearing the land, always inevitably get hundreds of comments about you need to get a cold steel machete. You need to, this is the ultimate tool. You know, you don't need an axe, you don't need a chainsaw. The machete will do everything. It's been proven. Look at what they've cleared entire jungles with it. And I don't know, why have they cleared jungles with it? You know, maybe this is the perfect tool in the jungle, but I just don't know that it has a place in the western homesteads of the western forest. But today we're going to find out. So what we have here, it just so turned out the cheapest machete on Amazon happened to be a cold steel. Let's throw it up on the tabletop. Let's take a quick look. We'll see how tough it is, i.e. mostly the handle. There's not a lot to it. Then we'll take it out and see how it does in the western brush. So we'll throw it up here on the bench top and take a quick look. I know there's not a lot to see here. Is my enthusiasm coming through? I'm having a hard time getting my enthusiasm up, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. We'll find out. So what we have here, of course, is a black steel blade with a plastic handle, but it's molded over the, certainly molded over the blade. It's got a heavy texture on it. One thing I do like is I like this little guy right there. That right there is going to keep the hand from slipping off when you're doing your jungle chopping. I think that's a great addition. Is that going to be causing blisters? I think so. It's smooth, but oftentimes those things, you know, put out there by what marketers like or what you think is going to look good in a brochure don't work very good. There's usually a reason why tools back in the day didn't have something like this, like a hard little nub there to prevent your hand from slipping off, because I think, if I had to guess, if you were chopping bamboo all day, that you would end up cutting that off because that wouldn't work very well. But I don't chop bamboo all day. I don't know. You guys are all in luck here. We are down at, well, one of the most ecologically diverse areas of the homestead here, where one of our artesian springs, but we've got lots of different variety of trees and bushes down here. So this is kind of an area that, well, the clearing has stopped. You can see there where those trees are limbed up there. It has stopped here, and this is kind of the next phase of the clearing area. So this is typically what we would be doing in here. We have, we've got a white fir right there. So let's see, you know, in the past I have taken my saw and silky saw or loppers or something, and we're a pretty efficient tool for this type of clearing on these trees. Let's see how the paranga does. All right, it's okay. So let's just keep chopping right here. The problem is, well, that's pretty good right there. I don't want it to work. Can you tell? It actually does work, but I have to hit it so many times. So here's the deal with these things, is that nothing is going to be able to chop straight like that. I mean, it's just not going to happen. The only way to get through this woody material, of course, is at an angle. That's not very good there. See, I'm tired already, and I don't have any control over it. I was able to chop these two branches here, but I run the risk of cutting into the trunk and really damaging it. So I mean, it's not going to replace a saw where I have complete control, and it doesn't seem to really like this woody stuff. I mean, it's there it just goes and cuts when I don't want it to. I don't know. I'm just not into it. It's just terrible. So to answer your question, does it have a use on the Pacific Northwest homestead? No. No, I don't think that it does.